There is no place I'd rather be right now than here, the true North, strong and free, celebrating Canada Day with all of you.
As Canada marks Canada Day 2025, the mood feels different. This year's celebration comes amid growing debate over national identity, some even calling Canada the 51st state of the U.S. In this moment of reflection, it's worth looking back at how it all began and why Canada Day still holds meaning today. So let's explore 10 fascinating facts about Canada Day. Some fun, some surprising, and others that invite deeper thought about the country's journey. All while taking in scenes from the 2025 celebrations unfolding in the heart of Ottawa.
Did you know that for over a century, Canada Day was actually called Dominion Day? From 1867 to 1982, the holiday reflected Canada's status as a self-governing dominion of the British Empire. The term Dominion came from a biblical reference and symbolised Canada's link to Britain. It wasn't until the early 1980s, after the patriation of the Canadian Constitution, that the name Canada Day officially took hold. A small change, but one with big symbolism.
Here's a surprising twist. The law-changing Dominion Day to Canada Day passed through the House of Commons in under 5 minutes. On a quiet Friday afternoon in 1982, with only about a dozen members of Parliament present, a private member's bill was unexpectedly brought forward. The bill's sponsor moved to pass it through all 3 required stages at once. Amid some confusion and before opponents could effectively object, the motion was approved without debate. While the move sparked controversy and a longer debate in the Senate, the upper house eventually approved the change. And just like that, after decades of discussion, Dominion Day officially became Canada Day through a moment of stunning parliamentary speed.
Even though Canada became a confederation on July 1, 1867, it wasn't until 1879, 12 years later, that the date became a statutory holiday. For those early years, there was no legal requirement to celebrate. No fireworks, no concerts, no paid day off. It took over a decade and public pressure for July 1st to become officially recognised as a day to honour the birth of the nation.
For the first few decades, Dominion Day wasn't exactly a big deal. But in 1927, on Canada's 60th birthday, things changed. The nation held its first large-scale celebration, marking the occasion with the official opening of the Peace Tower on Parliament Hill. Even more historic, it featured the first ever coast-to-coast radio broadcast in Canadian history. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, Canadians heard their leaders speak together as one country.
Believe it or not, one of the largest Canada Day celebrations outside the country happens every year in London, England. At Trafalgar Square, thousands of Canadians and curious Brits gather for a taste of the true North, complete with poutine, butter tarts, street hockey, and live music from Canadian artists. It's proof that even across the ocean, Canadian pride runs deep.
Queen Elizabeth II had a special relationship with Canada, and she proved it by celebrating Canada Day in the country multiple times. She was present for major milestones, like the centennial in 1967, and made later visits, including in 2010, where she addressed crowds on Parliament Hill. For many, her presence was a symbol of Canada's constitutional monarchy and a reminder of the country's historical ties to the Crown.
Speaking of 1967, the centennial celebration was the first time Canada Day was broadcast across the country on colour television. Millions of Canadians tuned in to see the festivities unfold in Ottawa. It wasn't just a party, it was a statement of unity and modern identity as Canada stepped into its second century.
Canada Day is more than just fireworks and concerts. It's also a deeply personal day for thousands of immigrants. Across the country, special citizenship ceremonies are held on July 1st. New Canadians take the oath, receive their certificates, and wave that little red and white flag for the first time as official citizens. It's a moment of belonging, identity, and celebration, all rolled into one.
In 2021, the tragic discovery of unmarked graves at former residential schools prompted many Canadian cities to rethink how they observed Canada Day. Since then, the holiday has increasingly shifted from a purely celebratory event to a more thoughtful occasion. Rather than focusing solely on festivities, some communities rebranded the day as Canada Day, a new path forward, centering it around truth, reconciliation, and respect for Indigenous voices. It's a powerful reminder that Canada's story is still evolving, and that acknowledging the past is essential to shaping a more inclusive future.
If you're in Quebec, July 1st isn't just Canada Day. It's also known as Le Jour du Déménagement, or Moving Day. Although it hasn't been legally required since 1973, most leases still end on June 30th, keeping the tradition alive. The move from the original date of May 1st was made to ensure children could finish the school year without disruption, and to take advantage of better weather for moving during the summer months.
From name changes and royal visits to quiet reflection and community celebration, Canada Day is more than just a birthday. It's a reflection of what the country was, is, and can be. Whether you're attending a parade, becoming a citizen, or taking time to reflect, this day belongs to all Canadians. Happy Canada Day. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the related video on your screen for more fascinating content. Explore our channel for even more exciting videos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Globe Gazette for more incredible stories. Your support means everything to us. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.